ज्ञानाञ्जस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीवेदान्तस्वामी नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणि विशेषशृङ्गारि पाश्चात्यदेशकाले जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. We will continue our discussion. So here the Lord is giving benedictions to Brahmaji. These are all things we discussed yesterday. I'll just read the translation. He says, when you are free from the conception of gross and subtle bodies, when your senses are free from the influences of modes of mental nature, you realize your pure form in my association. At that time, you will be situated in pure consciousness. When we discussed about this consciousness and all yesterday. And then since you desire to increase the population innumerably and expand your varieties of services, you shall never be aggrieved in this matter because my causeless mercy upon you will always increase all the time. This is the benediction he got. And then he says, you and the original Rishi are the original Rishi. And because your mind is always fixed on me, even though you are engaged in generating various progeny, the vicious mode of passion will never encroach upon me. And then he says, although I am not easily knowable by the conditioned souls, you have known me today because you know that my personality is not constitute of anything material, and specifically not of the 5 gross and 3 subtle elements. This is what the Supreme Lord is telling to Brahmaji. And further continues. This is when you are contemplating whether there are sores on to the stem of the lotus of your birth, are interested with the stem. You could not trace out anything. At that time, I manifested my form with him. This is Lord is telling he manifested from within. Now here, important thing is we have to learn from the mood of Brahmaji and what benedictions he got from the Supreme Lord, which is the most important aspect. That he got benedictions from the Supreme Lord. And we all need this same benedictions so that we don't get affected by Maya. And Lord should also manifest in our heart. But what is important here is there is an endeavor made by Brahmaji, contemplating whether what is the source of to the stem of your birth, and you even entered into the stem, you could not trace it. But at the time, I manifested from within. What Lord is expecting, we make little endeavor in his direction to know him. We can never know him on our own. We will know him only by Lord's mercy. So, first thing is we should make an endeavor. So, this is the most important thing. And when Lord sees we have made endeavor, then Lord reciprocates. So, this is actually what happened to Brahmaji. And Lord is telling, I reciprocated based on your endeavor. You endeavor nicely, you get the blessings. That is the process. Now we came to Krishna consciousness, not that we have studied all the philosophies, compared, and then made a decision. Yes, I think this makes sense compared to all others. No, we just came and now we are trying to understand, figure out whether this is right or wrong, whether it is best or not. That is how we got attracted to devotees, we came. After coming, we are trying to understand, okay, then we came to know that we are in Gaudiya Sampradaya. And we come to know that our Acharya is Brahmaji. Then we come to know that this is, and then slowly, we come to know that there is no mention of name of Krishna in Vedas. What to speak of Srimati Radharani, and we are worshipping Radha and Krishna. We have to, that's why, properly study so that our doubts are cleared and we can properly progress. Without clarifying the doubts, without understanding in this very systematic way, it is very risky. Risky, not risky in the sense, we'll not be able to make so much endeavors. Our endeavor will be very nice because we know our doubts are cleared. Vidyate hirte kandis chindante sarva samshaya. Chiyante chasya karmani drishta evatmanishwari. Vidyate hidayuta. Knots in the heart are destroyed. Chindante sarva samshaya. All the doubts are dissipated. Now, here also, we need to, our endeavors will be proper if our doubts are cleared. Doubts are clear. So then we will be able to make proper endeavors. That's the point here. Now, Brahma is also doubtful. What is, we said that the creation, there are 8 progressive steps for understanding the absolute truth. 8 progressive phase. And first is doubt, whether the understanding of absolute truth. Absolute truth. It is absolute truth. The first one is doubt. And second, samshaya. This example is given of Brahmaji, whether it exists or not. And then Brahma started searching. Your Lord is telling, you are searching the source. And then there is also Nastika. It does not exist. That is Hiranyaksha. And Nirguna is Hiranyakashipu. He did not, even he saw, he did not accept. Like that, there are different understandings of absolute truth. This is explained by Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur. As the devotee, as a person progresses in understanding absolute truth, first thing he gets is doubt. And doubt should be very clear, very good, nicely clarified. That's why we need the commentaries of Acharyas and we have to hear from them properly. So here also, Brahmaji made an endeavor to understand the Lord, and Lord reciprocated. I have taken this. I have this notes. I can share with you. What are the different stages of progress of the path of bhakti? I will just, it is immediately available. I will show you. This is by Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur. I have taken class on it and I have shown. Yeah, I got it. I will show you. So 8 concepts of absolute truth. One is samshaya. Samshaya is the very beginning concept of absolute truth. I don't really understand whether it exists or not. So example is given of Brahmaji. Then there is Nastika. Nastika is God does not exist. This is example is given of Hiranyaksha. Then he's fighting with Varaha. Nirguna is God cannot be a person and he does not have any qualities. Is Hiranyakashipu. And there is Kliba actually. This is Kliba is God as a personal feature but does not have any potencies. Then there is Purusha and then there is Mithuna, God but with his Shaktis. This is Lakshmi Narayan. Not Lakshmi Narayan, it is a female counterpart. Yeah, Lakshmi Narayan. Then there is Swakhiya and then there is Parakhiya. So there is progressive way of going towards understanding. These are the things that are described by Bhaktivedanta Thakur about understanding the absolute. I'll come back to her. Here, Brahmaji is the example of doubt. He was doubtful, but more important here, what we want to understand, he made an endeavor to understand the law. That is the most important. When we make endeavor little bit also, Svalpa Prasadharmas. We make, Lord want us to make an endeavor. And all of us, we are here, is some endeavor we made to know what is true. And then Krishna helped us to come to right people. Prabhupada says the personality of Godhead can be experienced only by his causeless mercy, not by mental speculation or with the help of material senses. Material senses cannot approach the transcendental understanding of Supreme Personality of Godhead. He can be appreciated only by submissive devotional service. This is very important. He can be appreciated only by submissive devotional service when he reveals himself before the devotee. That means Lord should show mercy. But when? There isn't. Only by love of God can one know God, not otherwise. The personality of Godhead can be seen from the materialized, cannot be seen with the materialized, but he can be seen from within by spiritual eyes, opened by the ointment of love of God. As long as one's spiritual eyes are closed due to dirty covering of matter, our spiritual eyes are closed, then cannot see the Lord. But the dirt is removed by the process of devotional service. What is the Cheto Darpada Margin? We discussed also. Now the soul is seeing on the mirror of Chitta. But this Chitta is dirty now. The reflection is also coming very bad. It is all with muddy water. But Chitta, as such, it's compared to pure water. It is clear, transparent, it is free from all ripples, and also it is tasty. That is how our Chitta will be. It is also free from all ripples, peaceful, and then we will be able to see. As long as one spiritualizes, so the soul can see the reflection. I am putting a mirror, I can see my reflection. The soul can see, but when spiritual eyes are closed with dirty covering of matter, one cannot see the Lord. We can see both ourselves also, Supreme Lord also. That is the possible if this Chitta is clear. That's why Cheto Darpanvar, Chitta within. That is removed by the process of devotional service. One can see the Lord without a doubt. Brahma's personal endeavor. This is very important. To see the root of lotus pipe failed, but when the Lord was satisfied with the penance and devotion, the Lord revealed him within with no external endeavor. The Lord revealed because he saw Brahma is at least trying. We should also just share blood. It is not possible for us, but at least what we can do is we can try to show that I want to know about it. Chakratam Matsrodram Matkathabhiyudhatikam Yadva Tapasite Neshta Saesha Madanugrahat. O Brahma, the prayers that you have chanted praising the glories of my transcendental activities and penance, you have undertaken to understand me and you have firm faith in me, all these are to be considered my causeless mercy. Very interesting. The prayers chanted by Brahma about Lord's glories, the penances Brahma undertook, and firm faith which Brahma has, all these things are mercy of Lord only. Why did Lord give this mercy to Brahma? Because he made an endeavor. For us also, Lord gives the intelligence. So, for chanting, what is needed? You need to have proper buddhi, and for penances, control of mind and senses. And firm faith, this is also buddhi. So it is clear buddhi. So all three things are given by Lord. So Lord gave a proper intelligence for two things: to offer prayers to the Lord and to develop firm faith. And he helped him control his mind and senses to perform the penances. Why he gave? Because Brahma desired like that. He and how it's not just desiring, he also made an endeavor for it. If we desire to have proper buddhi and if we want to have control of mind and senses, Lord will provide. We just have to make an endeavor in that direction. And Lord sanctions. And this is actually Krishna tells in very clearly in Bhagavad Gita also, where he says that yoga yukto vishuddhatma vijitatma jitendriya. Yoga yukto is doing his endeavor. Vishuddhatma, vijitatma and jitendriya. These are the two things that Lord is all given by Lord. For us, if we are able to control our senses mind, it's mercy of Lord. But why? Because we want it. And how we show that I want it? By making an endeavor. Then now I am waking up early morning and trying to chant. Then Lord understands, okay, this person want to control his mind and senses. So let me help him control mind and senses. It is Lord's mercy only. Somebody is able to follow very strictly the rules. That is Lord's mercy. Why? He made an endeavor to do it. That's all. When the living entity, so Prabhupada writing, when the living entity desires to serve the Lord transcendental loving service, the Lord helps the devotee in so many ways as Chaitya Guru or spiritual master within, and thus the devotee can perform many wonderful activities beyond material estimation. See, what is needed here is desire to serve and transmit. So this is the most important. Desire to serve is the first thing. If you have desire to serve, Lord gives the mercy. By the mercy of the Lord, even a layman can compose prayers of the highest spiritual perfection. Such spiritual perfection not limited to material qualification, but is developed by dint of one's sincere endeavor to render transcendent. See, again here same thing. What is needed? Developed by dint of one's sincere endeavors by rendering transcendental service. What we have to do? Desire and endeavor. Two things. First is desire, and to show our desire, we have to make an endeavor. Voluntary endeavor is the only qualification for spiritual perfection. Material acquisition of wealth or education are not considered. So very simple. What we have to do? We have to make endeavor is the only qualification. Right? It's the only qualification. And desire. If these two things are there, we can make progress. And Lord will do all the things for us. I didn't understand your question. Can you explain the rules like others? I didn't understand the question. Let me type again. So now, next shloka tells that Prito aham astu. Okay, what are the rules by which Lord will be pleased? Lord will be pleased by our endeavors. Only qualification proper is telling the same thing. Only qualification is endeavor only. Two things. Living entity desires and endeavors. Finish. Then you get mercy. And with mercy, what you will do? Your buddhi is awakened. You can offer prayers to Lord. Your mind and senses are controlled. You can perform penance. You'll get firm faith. And then the Lord is revealed in the heart. The process is like that. We have desires and we endeavor, and with this, Lord will empower. And with Lord empowerment, we get proper buddhi, control of mind and senses. So with buddhi, we get faith and knowledge. We get buddhi, faith, and knowledge. And with control of mind and senses, we'll be able to render service without getting affected by duality. So this is the method that is prescribed by the Lord. And when we have faith, we have knowledge, we render service, then Lord is when we can realize Lord. Realize. So this is the method which happened to Brahma. Clear? Material things also we get by desires and endeavor, of course. Yes. Material things also same thing. We should desire and endeavor. And based on karma, they are sanctioned. But here we don't need any karma. Even we are not qualified also. Prabhupada is telling. A layman compose prayers. In material things also, for material things also, there is desire and endeavor. But here, there is another important factor. To get sanction from the Lord, here also Lord sanctions, but you need the factor of karma. That means if I want to become, say, I want to get a gold medal in Olympics, I will have a desire, I will make an endeavor, but if I don't have that much karma, then I will not be able to get it. Lord will not sanction. But I have sufficient karma of getting a gold medal, then Lord is sanctioned. But whereas it comes to bhakti, no need of any qualification. Just a desire and endeavor. By Lord's mercy, even a layman can compose prayers of highest spiritual perfection. Such spiritual perfection not limited to material qualification, but is developed by dint of one's sincere endeavor to render service. So this is the difference between material and spiritual needs. Right. And Lord says, I am very pleased here. Pritoham astu bhadram te lokanam vichit nija echaya yat astu Sri Gunamayam Nirgunam Manovarnayan. I am very pleased by your description of me in terms of transcendental qualities. Now, the Lord is telling, whatever you told me about me, I am very happy with it. You have told about me nice. Lord is not proud. He is telling the truth. Even if somebody comes and says, "Oh, Prabhuji, you are a very good manager, you are a good writer, you are a good singer," and then the person, if he is, you will feel little proud. Yeah, it's true. But for Lord, it is not proud. For Lord, it is reality, which appear mundane to the mundaners. I grant you all benedictions in your desire to glorify all the planets by your activities. So the transcendental qualities appear mundane, but they are not mundane. They are spiritual. And then Lord is telling another benediction. Your desire to glorify all the planets by your activities. And we'll see what Prabhupada writes about it. A pure devotee of Lord, like Brahma, and those in his line of disciplic succession, always desire that the Lord be known all over the universe by each and every one of the living entities. So what is that Brahma wanted? That Lord should be glorified in all the planetary systems. And Lord is giving that benediction. Okay, your desire to glorify the Supreme Lord, all the planets by your activities will happen. That desire of devotee is always blessed by Lord. Impersonalists sometimes pray by the for the mercy of the personality of God Narayana as the embodiment of material goodness. But such prayers do not satisfy the Lord because he is not thereby glorified in terms of his actual transcendental qualities. The pure devotee of our Lord are almost dear to him, although he is always kind and merciful to all living entities. Here, the word Gunamai is significant because it indicates the Lord's possessing transcendental qualities. So, this is two different types of prayers Lord is explaining. Prabhupada is explaining here. So, one type of prayer is by the devotees of Lord. So, what devotees of Lord? They are glorifying the transcendental qualities. The devotees, they glorify. They glorify what? Transcendental qualities. But whereas impersonalists also pray. But what is this prayer? They also pray for mercy. But what is the problem? They pray not understanding the qualities. They also go to temples, they also make temples, they also worship the Lord, but they don't accept the transcendental qualities of Lord. That is the problem. They think Lord is only good in mode of, he is embodiment of goodness. That's why we should not get fooled when impersonalists, they are nicely worshipping and they also nicely speak on Krishna Katha. Oh, in South India, we have so many famous speakers on Bhagavatam, but they're impersonalist. And they are in such nice devotional way, they are glorifying, they are asking for mercy from the Lord also. Even though they are asking, they are glorifying everything, but their understanding is very wrong understanding. Very dangerous people. We should never hear, even though they're very good, articulate in composing and praying, this, that. That does not, why? Lord is not satisfied because they are by glory in terms of not actual transcendental qualities. So not satisfy the Lord. This is the main problem with impermanence. That is the reason we should not get affected by all these people. They see there are many temples made by impersonalists. There are temples of Lord Narayana, Vishnu, Rama, Balaji, and all. But there is no value for it because Lord is not happy. They don't know the qualities of Lord. This is very important. And even their compositions, their prayers, their devotion, their praying for mercy, everything is of no value. This is according to Krishna. ये ये तेन पुमान् नित्यं श्रुत्वा श्रोत्रेण मां भजे तस्यासु सम्प्रसीदेयं सर्वकामा वीरेश्वरः. Any human being always pray like Brahma, and who thus worships me shall very soon be blessed with the fulfillment of all his desires, for I am the Lord of all benedictions. What is the style of Brahma's prayers? So anybody who is praying like Brahma means this style. What is this? He was compassionate to living entities. And another thing is he wanted to serve by showing compassion. So he want to serve compassion. And second thing is he asked for empowerment. Of course, he also glorified the Lord. He glorified the transcendental qualities. So this is the way of Brahma's prayer. If somebody does, then he will get all his desires fulfilled. The prayers offered Brahma cannot be chanted by anyone who desires to fulfill his own sense gratitude. Such prayers can be selected only by persons who want to satisfy Lord by serving him. So this is what. Who chants these prayers? First thing is we discussed You want to serve the Lord. And how you want to serve the Lord? By showing compassion. The Lord certainly fulfills all desires in regard to transcendental loving service. That means if you want to go for preaching, you want to construct a temple for preaching and give Krishna consciousness to more and more people, Brahmas are the best prayers. He asks for empowerment. We should also ask, my dear Lord, living entities are suffering. We should show compassion to them. Please empower me. You have this transcendental qualities. Please empower me so that I can do. But he does not fulfill the whims of non-devotees, even when such casual devotees offer him best prayers. It is not how nicely you offered, it is with what intention offers. So what matters here is intention matters. So this is why Brahma is empowered, because his intentions are very clear and Lord is very happy with his intention. And he says, Krutena tapasa yajnair daner yoga samadhina aradham nihasreyasam pumsam mat pritis tattva matpatam. In the opinion of expert transcendentalists, that the ultimate goal of performing all traditional good work, penance, sacrifice, charity, mystic activities, meditation and trance, etc., is to invoke my satisfaction. It's a very nice. What Lord is telling is, it is the opinion of expert transcendentalists that the goal of all performances, traditional work or varnashram work, good work, penances, sacrifices, charity, who should be pleased? Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Paramaka, Vasudeva Param Jnanam, Vasudeva Param Dapa. Everything is for Vasudeva. It's only satisfaction of Lord. And Prabhupada, there are many traditionally pious activities in human societies such as altruism, philanthropy, nationalism, internationalism, charity, sacrifice, penance, and even meditation in trance. Not all of them can be fully beneficial only when they lead to the satisfaction of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Very important. Huh? What is important point here is, so many people are doing philanthropy activities. So many people are nationalists. Nowadays, election season in India is very big headache. All the messages, all the status are nationalism. But it is not satisfying Supreme Lord. It's all no value. The perfection of any activity, social, political, religious, or philanthropic, is to satisfy the Lord. The secret of success, very important. The secret of success is known to devotees of the Lord, as exemplified. A good, as a good non-violent man, Arjuna did not want to fight with his kinsman. But when he understood that Krishna wanted the fight and arranged it as at Kurukshetra, he gave up his own satisfaction and fought for the satisfaction of. That is the right decision for an intelligent man. What is it? One's only concern should be satisfied the Lord by one's activities. That is the only concern. Nice. Prabhupada says that is a right decision for all intelligent. What should be the only concern should be satisfied. If the Lord is satisfied by any action, whether it may be that is success. Otherwise, it's simply waste of time. This is the standard of all sacrifice. Yajnartha karmano anyatra lokavayam karma vandana. If you don't do karma vandana, that's okay. We'll take one more. Aham atmatmanam dhata preshtasan preyasampi ato mai tathim kuryat deha dhiryat krite priyah. I am the super soul of every individual soul, the supreme director, the dearest of the dear. People are wrongly attached to the gross and subtle bodies, but they should be attached to me only. A big purpose. We'll do it tomorrow. Any questions, comments? Thank you all very much. Tantra Srimad Bhagavatam Vijay. Yeah, Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.